Hey everyone, today we're going to look at how to use the Google Docs portion of Google Drive. And as you can see right now, I'm just in my Drive. You see all of my folders and everything. If I wanted to create a document in a certain folder, I would just go to that folder before I did anything else. But for right now, I'm just going to create it in my Drive. So I'm going to go over here and I'm going to click New. I'm going to go down and find Docs and click that. And it's going to bring up an untitled document. So I'll give it just a second to load. Alright, now that it's loaded, you can see it looks a lot like Word. So if you're comfortable using Word, it should not take you very long to figure out how to use Docs as well. The first thing that I always do is I go up and click Untitled Document so that I can go ahead and title my document so I can find it later. So for the purposes of this, I'm just going to name it Docs Training. Now I'm going to click anywhere on this page outside of the box. And as you can see right here, it says Saving, and then it changes to all changes saved in Drive. So as long as you're connected to the internet, it's going to save automatically. There's no need to go click Save every 5 or 10 minutes. And now that you have titled your document, you can go ahead and start typing whatever you need to type right here. And you can look up at the bar right here. You have your print option, your undo option, redo. You can zoom. You can change the font size. You can make it bold, italic, underline. You can change the color, whatever you want to do with that right there. You also, in this bar, have your options for alignment, as well as line spacing. You also have your list options. So if you want a numbered list, if you want to put in a bulleted list, you can also increase or decrease your indents. In addition to doing some of your formatting right along here, you also have the format options right here. So say I need to strike through the word typing. Highlight it, go to Format, select Strike Through. And as you can see, that's put a line through the word typing. Now, if I've got, say I'm making a math problem, so I want to say something is 2 squared, I would type in my 2 2's. And I would select that second one, go up to Format, and select Superscript. So that's going to change it to be superscripted. Now, I want to go back to typing normally. So I'm just hitting the space bar, go back to Format, select Superscript again, and as you can see, it's changed back to normal typing. For you science people, if you need to subscript something, you can highlight it. Say for instance H2O, I'm going to highlight the 2, go up to Format, and I'm going to say Subscript. And it's going to make it smaller right there. Now anytime you've done this and you decide that you need to undo any sort of formatting that you've done, you can either hit the clear formatting right here, or you can go to Format and click clear formatting right here. And I'm just going to leave those as is for the time being. Alright, now we're going to look at some of the insert features that you have available to you. As you can see, you can insert images, links, equations. You can insert a drawing. You've got tables, all of these things. If you need a header or a footer, you can do all of that from here. So say I want to put an image into my document. I go to Insert, Image, and it gives me several different options. If you look over on the right, you can do a Google search for an image and insert it directly into your document. If you have any saved to your Google Drive, you would click Google Drive and it would bring up all of this, and you would go find the picture that you want. If you have any albums saved, or if you have found a picture and you've saved the URL, the web address for it, you can enter it by URL. If you click Take a Snapshot, it's probably going to pull up something that says Adobe Flash Player settings and ask you to allow your camera and microphone to be used. So you can just click Allow, and it's going to bring up this pop-up right here that asks if you really want to do that. And you can say, no, I don't, or you can say, yes, I want to allow it. And you also have other options for display and that sort of thing, your microphone right here. If you have images, I'm going to exit out of that. If you have images saved on your computer, you can click Upload and click Choose an Image to Upload. And that's going to pull up your files. So you go to wherever you have your photos saved. And once you've selected your photo, you would click Open. So for right now, I'm going to click Cancel, and I'm going to go to My Albums because I do already have a picture saved there. So I'm going to select it right there, and then I'm going to hit Select. And that picture has now appeared. Now if I want to add another picture, say I want to add something from online, Image, Search, and I want to add a picture of a kitten because cats are my favorite animal. I'm going to type in kitten, hit search, and I'm going to give it just a second to populate. I like this one right here, so I'm going to select it. And I also like this one right here, but it's not going to let me select more than one picture at a time, so I'd have to go back and do that. So I've selected this one. Now I'm going to go down here and click Select, and it's going to insert the image. Now if it's huge like this, you can always click on it and drag the corners to resize to whatever size you need it to be. Alright, now say I want to, first off, unfreeze my computer. I want to add a link to a website. I have a few options that I can add. I can go to Insert Link, and it's going to bring up this box right here, and I've already Googled something that I want to put a link for. So I've got Science News for Students up here. I'm just going to type it in. Whoops. And I'm going to go to the page, and I'm going to copy the link, come back here, and paste it in. Then I can hit enter or click apply. And this is what they're going to see, but when they click on it, when you click on it, it pulls this up, and you can go to directly to the site from here. You can also type what you want to link, highlight it, and either click Insert Link or go to the link insert right here. And since I've already got my words, that's what it's going to put as the text. And I'm just going to paste my address right here. Or sometimes it'll pull up similar addresses right here. So I can just click this one right here because I know that's the one, that's the correct one, and hit apply. So that's a couple of different ways to link to different things. You can link words, or you can link pages. So if I wanted to link this photograph to a certain website, I would just click on it and go up here to Insert Link, and it would give me the option to insert a link right there. But I don't want to link that photo for right now. All right, now I'm going to go ahead and skip to some of the tools that you have available within Google Docs. If you come up here to Tools, you've got spelling. It'll check the spelling for you. You can do research, define a word. You can do the word count. So I've got the word count right here. It tells me the pages, how many words, how many characters, and how many characters without spaces. So if you're having your students do a essay of a certain number of words, they can look at it right here to keep track. Now for spelling, I've spelled everything correctly so far, but if I misspell something, it's going to automatically underline it in red. And say I'm done with everything I need to do, but I need to check the spelling on things. If I see something underlined in red, I can right click and it'll bring up this menu right here and it'll ask, did I mean misspell? So I can either select that and do it that way to fix it, or when you're done with everything, you can come up here and click Tools, Spelling, and it'll find any words that you have misspelled, and it will tell you, it will give you options for ignoring it, adding it to your dictionary, if it's a word that it thinks is misspelled but is actually correct, just not widely used. But if it's obviously misspelled like this, I would click Change. And you also have options to change all if you've misspelled the same word multiple times. So I'm going to click Change, and it's fixed right there. Another option that you have in Google Docs is to do research directly from your document. So say I have typed something about Albert Einstein right here, but I don't know much about him, so I want to research. I'm going to highlight the word or words that I want to look up and come up to Tools and click Research. It's going to pull up this sidebar over here. So you've got all of these different things that you can scroll down and look at. But if you're looking, say I'm looking for specifically an image, I would come up here to Filter Results and click Images. And that's going to pull up images of Albert Einstein. I can also go to Scholar, and that's going to pull up books either written by or about him that have his name somewhere in them. I can look for quotes. I can look at the dictionary. It's not going to pull anything up because it's a name, not a thing. But if I had highlighted something else, I could define it right here. And I can also do tables. So if I'm looking for tables that have, for example, this one right here has different scientists. So you can do some of your research directly from Google Docs. You can also, let's say I want that right there. I click on it and it's going to bring me up, it's going to bring up this page directly. So I can go to whatever I need to within there. When I'm done, I can just exit out. You also have the option for citing with MLA, APA, or Chicago style citations if you need to use those. All right, now say I've got a word somewhere in the document that I'm not quite sure what it means. You can highlight it, click Tools, Define, and it's going to pull up this same sidebar and it's going to give you the definition. Now from here you also have the option to filter your results and do some of your research from here as well.